What is up, guys? TC Triangle here, and Happy New Year, everyone. It's 2015, and this is gonna be my first anime-related video for 2015. And it's gonna be a comprehensive guide to Comiket. So it's gonna be for anyone who plans on attending Comiket in the future. Anyone who has a chance to come to Japan. I will be sharing my experience, my knowledge with all of you about the possibly best events for an anime fan to go to. But first, before we begin, I'd just like to say thank you for everyone who subscribed, including people who subscribed before I started doing anime videos, people who subscribed just this past week. It's been awesome. I think I'm at 103 subscribers now, but on New Year's Day was when I hit 100 subscribers. So that was a really great way to start off my year. And I'm really happy. Thanks for watching all my videos, and I hope you will continue to enjoy what I put out. So anyway, Comiket. It's held twice a year. Just some basic background information. It's held twice a year, once in summer, usually in August, and once in winter, usually late December. And it's held in this place in Tokyo called Tokyo Big Sight. It's near Odaiba, which is one of the newer districts of Tokyo. So we got that basic information out of the way. This past December's was 87. And I've attended 2 Comikets so far. It's always over 3 days. So this past one was December 28th, 29th, and 30th, 2014. And as you can see here, this is the guide, the free version of the guide that they handed out at Comiket. Now, if you've decided to come to Comiket, before you come, there are a lot of things you need to do, because if you don't want to just be like a regular tourist, if you actually want to buy things, if you actually want to make the most of your experience, you're gonna have to do a lot of things to prepare. And the first thing you have to think about is a series of 2 choice decisions. First of all, the first thing you have to decide is whether or not you want to pull an all-nighter, or start waiting in line like the night before, or not. That's your first decision. Your second decision is going to be which type of event do you want to go to, because Comiket is always split into 2 types: the fanfic type, aka the doujinshi, or the company booths type, which is where all the anime companies put out all their official merchandise. So those are the 2. So that's your second decision. You gotta decide which part to go to. And then, obviously, you also have to decide which day to go to. And so, I guess I'll start with the first decision. Whether you want to pull an all-nighter or not. So how this works is, you're technically not allowed to wait outside the center the night before. What you have to do is go there the night before the night before. So in this case, the first day was the 28th. So on the night of the 26th, December 26th, the night of Boxing Day, was when we had to line up. And what happened was, in this kind of pre-event, they chose random people to get tickets. And these tickets are good for up to 20 people. And it allows those 20 people to get in early on the day of Comiket. So, what happens is, you go into this area on the for me it was the 26th, so you go to this area on that night. And it's right next to a dock, so there's like a boat there. And what happened was, you would line up across this area, um, and the staff of Comiket will go through the crowd and randomly select maybe 1 in 20 people to receive the tickets. So it's basically in proportion. And the people who receive these tickets can now have up to 20 people join them on a day of the first day of Comiket, which in this case was the 28th. Since this is random, you can't always know whether or not you're gonna get picked. And it also means that so once you get, if you do get this ticket, then that means you can go in early. That gives you the right to wait outside earlier than everyone else is allowed to, and get inside early on the first day of Comiket. And then, so the best strategy is actually to get into a large group of people, because if you have a large group of people and you stand in different spots of the place where they hand out the tickets, then you increase your chances of one of you getting the tickets, and if one of you gets the tickets, then up to 20 of you can get in. So that's what you have to do. So my advice is, if you want to pull an all-nighter, if you want to wait early on the first day and get what you want as quickly as possible, then form a large group of at least 15 to 20 people. So that if at least one of you gets the ticket, is able to get the ticket, then all of you can get in on the morning of. And if you go alone, then there's no way. Like, there's the chances of you getting one is like less than 1 in 20. So it'll be a waste of time for you. So it's highly recommended that you go join a group. There are groups online. I'm not sure how many of those groups speak English, so you might have to actually, like, get a Japanese friend to help you out. But there are plenty of groups, Japanese groups online, like a bunch of strangers, a bunch of anime fans who don't know each other, just like getting together and trying to get one of these tickets. And that's how I got, a Japanese friend invited me into one of this group, and my group had like almost 100 people, and so what we needed was 5 tickets, I think. We needed 5 tickets, and we got all of them, so it was a very efficient way of doing things, and that's what you have to do if you want to pull an all-nighter. If you don't want to pull an all-nighter, if you just want to get there early, then you must, if you want to buy anything that's like limited edition or like something only sold at Comiket, then you have to get there by like 6 in the morning, which means like take the first train that runs at 5 a.m. to Big Sight and start lining up at 6 a.m. Because if you don't, everything is going to get sold out. Everything that's limited edition that anybody cares about is going to get sold out. And let me explain why. So what happens is, at Comiket, if they say something is limited edition, it usually means like it's limited to like anywhere from 1,000 units to maybe 3,000 units. And what they do is they split up those units into more or less equally, maybe more on the first day, but more or less equally among the 3 days of Comiket. And why they do this is because if they started selling everything on the first day, then everyone will go on the first day, and there will be mass chaos, because each day has almost 200,000 people going, and overall the event has more than 500,000 people going. And if the companies did not split up their goods, then everybody will go on the first day, and the crowds would just be even worse, uncontrollable. Um, so so that's why companies split their limited edition goods over the 3 days. So naturally, the only people who get the best goods are the people who line up early. So that's what happened to me. I was technically pulling all-nighter for it because my group got tickets for me. So I got there and I was one of the first people to get in. But as fast as you think you are, as early as you think you get there, the rarest, hardest goods to find will be sold out. Why is that? Because there are people who have personal connections. Company people, people who are somehow got special permission to get in early, maybe like the press or something. People with or people who just somehow snuck in, or were just really quick, really quick, quicker than all of us for some reason. Those people will get the rarest, the best items first. And as hard as you try, there is no guarantee that you can beat them. Even if you pull an all-nighter for it, there will be people who get there a lot quicker than you for whatever reason. And those goods will be sold out. So naturally, that means that if you don't wait early, then even the not as rare but still limited edition goods will get sold out. So if you don't pull an all-nighter and you still go early, there's a chance that you could get a limited edition item. There's a chance that you won't. If you go in the afternoon and don't line up at 6 a.m., then there's no chance you're going to get a limited edition item. Unless it's something nobody wants. Because there's so many people that everything is guaranteed to get sold out. Anything that's less than 1,000 units a day is going to get sold out. That's just the way things are. So that's your decision. If you really want to buy limited edition things that you think will get sold out really quickly, for examples of these are goods sold by Aniplex, goods sold by Shaft, goods sold by Kyoto Animation. The big anime companies. Those are the fastest ones to get sold out. This year, the most popular booth was, as I said before, UFO Table, which made Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, and that was the one I lined up in. And even though I pulled an all-nighter, stuff got sold out, and I was really lucky that I got stuff that sold out right after I bought them. So that's your first decision, whether you want to. So I'm gonna end part 1 here, and before I end it, just a recap. Your first decision is whether or not you want to start lining up early, or you want to just go in the afternoon. If you line up early, there is a chance that you can get limited edition goods, but it's not a guarantee because there will be people who get there earlier than you. If you line up in the afternoon, then you're not going to get anything that's limited edition. It will just be for fun. You just want to go and see what's up. You're not as hardcore. You can still buy stuff, but those things aren't going to be stuff that sell out. So the stuff that will remain is probably not going to increase in value or have that much collector's value in the long run. And if you do decide to line up early, there are 2 options. Either you can get into a group and wait to get the ticket to get in early, or you wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and line up before 6 a.m. Those are your 2 options if you want to get there early. Either way, whatever you do, there's no guarantee you're going to 100% get what you want, but your chances will greatly improve. So that's the end of part 1. In part 2, I will discuss what type of things they sell, what you want to do, while at Comiket. And yeah, so stay tuned for part 2, and I will see you guys there.